What does it really mean when dogs stretch upon seeing you? Are they trying to get intimate with you, or is there some other creepy secret behind it? Why do they do this? And what's the real reason behind their behavior? Let's find out. Number 10, the greeting stretch. You walk through the door, and before you can even put your keys down, your dog meets you with a big, exaggerated stretch. Front legs reach forward, their back arches slightly, tail wagging. It looks like a yoga pose, but this isn't just a casual movement. This is known as the greeting stretch, and it means so much more than just loosening up. Canine behaviorists say this stretch is a sign of affection and trust. It's one of the most honest ways a dog can say, "I'm happy you're home." When your dog greets you with this posture, it's their way of blending physical comfort with emotional warmth. They feel safe, relaxed, and genuinely happy in your presence, and they're showing that to you in the most dog-like way possible. Number 9, stretching as a play invitation. Sometimes that greeting stretch isn't just about saying hello. It's the opening act to something more energetic. Dogs will often use a stretch to transition into what behaviorists call a play bow. You might notice your dog stretch, then pounce slightly, maybe even bark or run around. This isn't just excitement, it's an invitation to play. This playful signal tells you that your dog is in a good mood and wants interaction. It's a deeply rooted behavior from their puppy days and one they carry throughout life. Dogs use these body signals in the wild and with each other to make sure play remains friendly and non-aggressive. So if your pup does a stretch and then gives you the look, you know the one, they're basically saying, "Let's have some fun." Number 8, physical wake-up call. Just like us, dogs need a moment to reset their bodies after sleeping or lying down for a while. A big full-body stretch helps get the blood flowing, muscles loosen, and joints moving smoothly. This is especially true for older dogs or those that have been curled up for extended periods. When your dog sees you and does this stretch, it can mean they're transitioning from rest to readiness. They might have been napping, but now they're ready to interact, walk, eat, or just hang out. This is their way of saying, "All right, I'm up." What are we doing? It's a routine movement, but when tied with your arrival, it gains emotional weight. Number 7, sign of relaxed excitement. The moment when your dog stretches while wagging their tail and gazing at you is one of perfect balance. Excitement and calmness all rolled into one. This kind of body language shows that your dog is thrilled to see you, but not in a frenzied or chaotic way. They feel secure, at ease, and emotionally balanced. It's their way of expressing happiness while still staying calm and grounded. Dogs who feel safe will often display this kind of behavior instead of jumping, barking, or getting overly stimulated. So if your dog greets you with a stretch instead of a bark or a leap, it's a mature and healthy sign of affection. Number 6, it's a social signal. In the canine world, body language is everything. Dogs communicate volumes through posture, ear placement, tail movement, and yes, stretches. When your dog stretches as you enter the room, they're not just preparing their muscles. They could be signaling peaceful intent. Among dogs, such a gesture can diffuse tension and show friendliness. It says, "I come in peace," without uttering a sound. When your dog greets you this way, they're using a natural, instinctive language that reflects emotional intelligence. It's not just about movement, it's about communication. Number 5, stretching to release tension. Whether your dog has been resting on the couch or pacing around the house, tension can build in their muscles and joints. Stretching acts as a natural release, but it doesn't stop at the physical. Stretching also helps relieve mental and emotional stress. When your dog sees you and stretches, it can mean they're shedding any built-up stress before re-engaging with you. Think of it like taking a deep breath or rolling your shoulders before a conversation. It resets their system. Dogs who stretch regularly are usually well-adjusted and aware of their bodies, a good sign of overall well-being. Number 4, it's a learned response. Here's where things get even more interesting. Dogs are incredibly observant and capable of learning behaviors based on your reactions. If every time your dog stretches when they see you, and you respond positively, with praise, affection, or even a treat, they begin to associate that stretch with a reward. Over time, it becomes a habitual greeting mechanism because they know it earns them something good. This doesn't make the gesture less meaningful. In fact, it shows just how clever and socially tuned-in dogs really are. It becomes a part of your unique relationship and daily rhythm. Number 3, mimicking human behavior. Some studies suggest that dogs learn behaviors not just from other dogs, but from humans as well. If you stretch after waking up, crack your joints, or do yoga, your dog might observe and begin to mirror those actions. It's part of the social syncing that occurs between dogs and their humans. Mimicking our behaviors helps dogs feel more bonded and integrated into the family unit. So if your dog seems to stretch right after you do, it might not be a coincidence. It could be another sweet example of how much they watch and emulate you. Number 2, body language of trust. Dogs are instinctively cautious about exposing their most vulnerable parts, like their belly and throat. When they stretch in front of you, especially in a way that exposes their underside, they're demonstrating profound trust. This simple posture carries a deep emotional message. A dog's underside is their most unprotected area, and voluntarily showing it means they feel entirely safe in your presence. This is behavior rooted in vulnerability, and they wouldn't show it in stressful environments or around strangers. When your dog does a long, lazy stretch at your feet, maybe flopping on their back or yawning while doing so, it's not just a random act. It's a moment of unspoken affection and a visible sign that they view you as part of their inner circle. You are someone they trust with their life, and that stretch is how they express that deep bond in their own silent, expressive way. Number 1, stretching could signal health issues. While stretching is almost always a healthy and normal behavior, there are exceptions. If your dog begins to stretch excessively in unusual positions or seems to stretch without relief, it might be a red flag. Issues like abdominal pain, arthritis, or even gastrointestinal discomfort can cause dogs to stretch more often than usual. Known as prayer posture, dogs suffering from stomach pain might stretch their front legs down while keeping their rear up. If this kind of stretching is paired with signs of distress like whining, panting, or refusing food, it's time to consult a vet. While rare, it's important to be aware that not all stretches are benign. Knowing the difference could help you catch a health issue early. Subscribe our channel Pause TV to enjoy more such videos.